What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of the B3 Podcast. I'm your host, Brett. I got Matt GPT and Tanner, the comeback kid. We got our show partners at Elite Nutrition. Check them out at EliteNutritionOmaha.com. Use code B3 at checkout for 10% off. Go to the store in Omaha or Lincoln, yell B3.
Get a free shaker.
And 10% off. We also have Rosewood Block to make the best cutting boards and barbecue, fully customizable. Check them out at rosewoodblock.com. Use code B3 at checkout for 10% off there. And D&D Beef, they're local to Omaha, but they ship nationwide. Use B3 at checkout for 10% off there also. And we have Omaha Barbell, the real Midwest mecca of fun, excitement, and home of the Ed Cohen Classic, which is the last time we had a podcast.
Yep. It's good meat.
It was a good meet, yeah. We've been kind of hit or miss with the podcast. Everybody's been busy, but
May sucks.
it's busy.
Yeah. The month of May just sucks.
Yeah. But the meet was successful. No one got hurt. The only glitch was when I announced the wrong name for third place.
That poor kid.
I caught him right away, though.
His first meet thinking he placed.
Yeah. But I let him keep the Yeti.
That's nice.
On the way home, I told Brett, I was like thinking about sending him a Steve Harvey gift, but I'm like, I don't know if that's too soon or not.
Yeah.
I know he gets all kind of stressed with Ed Cohen and like stressed the whole time. Like stressed at 6 o'clock in the morning when we're setting up, stressed during it, stressed afterward, and just like annoyed putting everything away. So I was like, this may not be the right time to set
We'll wait till tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Happy
Easter, y'all.
Once bench is over, it's way better. The stress level goes down.
Yeah, but you're like when everything's having to be put away and
oh yeah, well, because then it's got to be like a certain order. But everybody wants to, and I appreciate everybody wants to help, but they're like, hey, where should I put this? And I'm like, well, we have to like wait. There's like,
Like this has to go in first, and then these three things.
It's kind of like when we were setting up that morning. Like we have to take this, this, and this before we can do this, and then add these.
yeah. And in the morning, there's only a few of us. We kind of know the process.
Yeah,
You know,
and then adding to the stuff outside that changes.
Yeah.
Stuff a little bit too. It's just more stuff. But
I told Brett the next day. So the next day I edged my yard, like the sidewalks in the street. Well, I had a corner lot.
Yeah.
So these other fucking people who edge for like 25 feet and like are all proud about it. Like I got like 200 feet.
Yeah.
My forearms were so dead from carrying plates in and out of this place because we had like just on the
there was like 1,000 pounds or probably 1,200 pounds in weight out there.
Well, just on the
500 for the
just on the Cohen's wheel
7.
because we had the weight on the base.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so there's probably like almost 1,700 pounds in plate weight outside.
And just carrying 45s like two at a time. Like and I'm just like my forearms were just smoked.
Yeah.
Which I did talk to our local Coca-Cola. They help us out with drinks for the lifters. And I talked to our guy and I was like, hey, do you guys have like Coca-Cola pallets that are like labeled? You know what I mean? Like, and he was like, yeah. I go, you think for the meet next year, that could be like your advertising. And then I can use my pallet jack and we can bring all the plates in that way.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, we can do that. So that'll make it easier. But I was like, yeah, at least get them like, it's like NASCAR, but on a pallet jack.
Yeah.
Watching a pit stop in NASCAR is pretty cool.
Oh, dude.
Especially now they went to the single lug nut.
Yeah.
It used to be cooler when they had the 5. They have a single lug nut now.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, you look very perplexed. Kind of like
Just
IndyCar.
right in the hub. Yeah.
Yeah. You look very perplexed there for a second.
Well, I thought I just saw one the other day and I thought they were doing 5.
When the old ones, like the 5s used to be like rubber cemented on too.
Yeah.
So they could slide them onto the hub and go.
Yeah.
A friend of mine used to race, he still does race modifieds.
Yeah.
And so it always end up like we go to the races and people keep drinking and back at his shop and then it turned into like a pit crew challenge because he had one of those like 3 pump jacks and then everybody's out there just racing.
Yeah. Like pit stops are wild.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the amount of time there used to be. So Dave Tollefson has a friend that used to work for Hendrick Motorsports.
Okay.
And he was talking about like they had this like super nice gym setup. He was showing me because those guys would all train. I mean, you have to be like a fucking athlete to be a pit crew guy.
I think it was actually the NASCAR pit crew guys that got a Fedra band.
Bitches.
I think they like had a couple like die being all hopped up on a Fedra.
Do you guys remember when they started making, because the pit crew guys didn't used to have to wear helmets.
Yeah.
And one of the guys got hit by a car. But do you remember when the first race they required them to wear helmets? They were pissed. They're coming out in like leather football helmets and just like random, the old like Target football helmet that when you were a kid, like they'd be wearing those. Like they were just all like super pissed. But yeah, I remember that used to be wild, man. Back in the day, there's no helmets in the pit crew. Those guys just hopping out there.
NASCAR is one of those things where like all the rules are there to protect you from yourself. Like they had, I don't know if you saw, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, one of the drivers like rode the wall for the last like turn 3, turn 4. I don't know if you saw this. He needed to get to a certain place to make it in the finals. And he just gets on his radio. He goes, I'm just going to push the throttle. I'm either going to see God or see the checkered flag. And he fucking hits the wall and just rides and passes, just pedal down. At like coming out of turn 3 onto turn 4, it just rides the wall past everybody because everyone else is slowed down to go low. And he's just like fucking throttled down. And like all the like radios were like, what the fuck? Like, this guy's just flying up. It's awesome. But they had to put a rule in saying you can't do that anymore because this guy just literally crashed his car
Just
going
full
135 whatever miles an hour into a wall to win.
Well, it's
Or
like,
not even win, but just to get in the final.
it's like a totally different sport now, though, than it was 10, 15 years ago.
Oh yeah. Well, ever
The cars are so different.
since Dale died.
Yeah. Which that was just like, what, the 25th anniversary or something like that? Or
Yeah.
that's crazy. And then you had just like the wild, like, Bush dying,
Yeah.
which, what a sad way. Like, I'm sure that, like, we got pneumonia and went septic. I feel like that could have been taken care of.
Yeah. It's weird.
I would venture to say a doctor told him he should probably chill out, but I could be wrong. But I would venture to say that leading up to it, some kind of medical staff with
Yeah. He was just in his 40s too.
Like
early
41.
40s. Yeah.
because it was 2 weeks before he radioed and said he needed like a medic after the race. Then the following week he races the truck race and wins it, and then dies the following week.
Yeah. It's very odd.
Yeah, like I said, I'm guessing someone was like, "You should probably slow down." But the old wide open till you see God, then break.
Yeah.
Ross Chastain in the Martinsville Speedway in 2022. He went from 10th to 5th
And
in what they call the haul the wall maneuver. Where he just coming out of 3 and 4,
Which
just
is
fucking full send.
Which is crazy because some of those
if you see if you watch the video, it's freaking wild.
walls are like built to collapse if you hit them. You know what I mean? So I'm surprised he was able to ride it. Like, not that they're that easy to collapse, but I'm surprised he could keep pressure on it because they build those things to basically kind of explode like your phone cases, so it disperses all the energy. So
I don't think they have them explode in NASCAR, but they do absorb better.
see, I thought they kind of like just crumbled, not explode, but I thought they kind of just like crumbled into
Crumble.
themselves.
I know they do in the like Formula One Indy stuff. I'm pretty sure that was developed at Lincoln.
Yeah, just so when they
wall
hit
technology.
that, would hit the wall like that in the corners.
Yeah.
But
I used to watch a lot of like racing.
I
used
remember
to-
when Dale Earnhardt died. I remember
I was watching it.
I was watching the afterwards part of it. I mean, he was trying to block people. I'm not saying he should have died. Like, I'm not saying that at all, but he kind of put himself in that predicament. Because he was trying to block.
Well, yeah, but that's
Junior
what you
was
do.
leading. Well, they always blocked.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was, yeah. It's
But
the shitty part was everybody tried to blame Sterling Marlin for that. And Earnhardt was kind of cutting in front of him to block, and he tagged his rear.
Well, I mean, you've seen worse wrecks on NASCAR all the time. You see cars flip 8 times, and the guy just gets out and walks out. It didn't look.
No, it didn't look like a bad crash.
No.
But
He hit wrong.
Well, and that was the other rule change. No more open face helmets.
Well, and then they had to put the Hans device in.
Yeah, the head and neck systems. Yeah. But yeah, I had no more open face helmets. But respect Earnhardt. He was always the guy that said, "You want to find out who the real drivers are? Take the restrictor plates off."
Yeah.
And we'll see who will go into the corner at 200 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I'll give it. That's boss move. Speaking of stuff like that, so Ed was here, and the following weekend he was at the new enhanced games.
I haven't looked into that much.
He was the head deadlift judge, the only deadlift judge for Thor and was it Hooper?
Yep.
Was it just those two?
I think there were others, but those were the two that were going against.
And so I've heard mixed reviews on it. That was a flop. I've heard it did well. So I talked to Ed about it. He said it was awesome. He said having all access and meeting the people was really cool. And I said, well, and he kind of made a good point. He's like, I was like, well, are they going to be able to, I don't understand how they cash flowed this thing. Because didn't you get like $250,000 if you broke a world record?
Yeah.
And it was funny. There was a few untested athletes that I think won some of the events, or drug-free athletes.
Yeah.
that won some of the events, which doesn't mean, like, somebody was talking about Thor. They're like, oh, this guy's on all those drugs, whatever, blah, blah. But he set the world record when he was on the same amount of drugs. So
Right.
it doesn't really.
Yeah.
And so Ed kind of made a good point. It's a lot of the funding is like testosterone clinics.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
weird.
you know what I mean? Like, it's great advertising. You know, a lot of those guys were Olympians. There was that one you said was in 2024.
Yeah.
He was in the Olympics. But otherwise, a lot of them were, 10, 12 years out of competition. Because the life of
So this is where I'm not sure if it's going to take off, right? And here's why I'm not sure it's going to take off. They're all former prime.
Yes, I'd
So-
like to see some guys that right now are in their prime.
And then you have people like, I told you that it doesn't really matter what drugs you're on. Like, well, yeah, but these guys are at that level way past their prime.
Well, and yeah, and it proved a lot of good points, actually. Like Amber and I were talking about it, and like Amber said, at least they're honest. How many people are in the Olympics just knows how to pass the drug test?
Well, Lance Armstrong has never failed one.
Yes. Barry Bonds also never knowingly took steroids.
Yeah, speed 12 shots.
Yeah.
That made his head size bigger.
Yeah, but at least they're being honest, number one. And number two, it does show. When people are like, oh, that guy's only good because he's on roids. No, you can be on roids and still not be good at
Yeah.
something. But
And I think it also showed that Father Time's undefeated. And if you want to give these athletes a little bit longer career, let them do TRT.
well, and what I think they could be crushed right away, the whole business of it. The Olympics could just say, we're going to have a tested and untested division. And right away, it would kill this enhanced games if they wanted to.
Yeah, the Olympics sucks.
Yeah.
So this was interesting, though. When I was talking to Ed about it, he said there's a huge team of doctors there, and he said they have protocols of what they can use. It's not just the fucking Wild West. I didn't know that. I just thought there was just no testing.
Yeah, like Mitchell Hooper had a video.
Yeah,
where
he said
talked
only-
about like all the stuff that they can and can't do.
He was like, I had to get off half my shit.
Well, actually, like, he
joking.
went on there and he talked about. He was like, "Hey, here's what I did before this to win his last Strongest Man title. Here's what I'm doing for the enhanced games and stuff." And I don't remember what it was, but it was maybe like 300-400 tests, and then I don't remember what the other one.
Ed was saying it had to be FDA approved.
But
He
it
goes,
wasn't.
and he goes, no tread. I go, lame.
Lame. That's why powerlifting will stay on top.
So DECA is FDA approved.
Yeah.
There's actually a clinic in town prescribing DECA.
So it's technically not untested,
yeah.
Right.
which I guess there's the enhanced, but yeah. So yeah, anything FDA approved, and they have only certain protocols they can do. Which is why all the females still look female. I don't think they're taking anything real aggressive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, I don't know if they can. It's kind of like those powerlifting meets that come along, like the remember the U.S. Open, and they were giving like $30,000 away. Mm-hmm. Most of the time, they can't sustain that.
Yeah.
So giving away how many millions of dollars?
Well, I think they only broke 2 world records.
You should look. Are you asking how much money they gave away?
Nope.
I think they only broke 2 world
So how much
records.
money they gave away and who funded it? Somebody told me who funded it, and I can't
So I
remember.
found who funded it.
Wasn't it some dude from Australia?
There's a couple people. I think it's like testosterone
The
clinics.
biggest
and,
names behind it were Aaron D'Souza, the
Trump
founder,
Jr.
Peter Thiel, Balaji, something else, Christian Engenmeyer.
Peter Thiel. Mm-hmm. You know who that is. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's random.
And then some other like investment firms and stuff. Yeah.
I think they only broke 2 world records, if I remember right. And one was like in a swimming event where
It was
they
like-
also were able to wear a suit that's banned.
Oh yeah, because I think they showed somebody getting into that suit,
Yeah.
and it was a girl that broke the world record. I think.
But I think I think they could wear like a suit that was banned by the Olympics, and she broke it by like 900s or something.
Yeah. Well, like the one year that they allowed that suit, there were like records were just falling left and right because of its. It didn't have like a slime on it, but the texture of it reduced like friction in the water significantly.
Yeah. But, you know, part of this is we are living a lot longer than we have in the past. And people don't want to just like pack up shop at 40.
Mm-hmm.
So getting this testosterone, like getting TRT, getting HRT for women. I mean, women are going to go through menopause somewhere between typically like 40 and 55. You know, like they're going to live to 77, I think is the average lifespan. Like that's a lot of years to just like,
Be like me.
like just to be kind of like not feeling yourself. You know, like when and I know some of the lifespan numbers in the past are a little slanted because infant mortality was higher. And that obviously, if you have like a 1 day old baby die, that's going to drastically reduce your lifespan of the population. So I'm not 100% sure. Like
I wonder what the numbers are like.
Like if you lived to 40, what was your lifespan?
Did you find the total number of money given away?
There was 25 million total for grabs. 6.6 was paid out.
Then I wonder what it cost to put it on. That was a pretty cool like arena they built for it.
It looked pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm sure they've done it, but what's the lifespan of somebody like who makes it to 20?
Yeah.
Like 20 and up then, you know what I mean? What's the lifespan?
So, but that is a long time to go without feeling good. Like if you're a guy and your testosterone starts going down around 25, you know, like that just sucks. Like why, if you're going to live to your 60s, 70s, 80s, like why would you want to live, or like if you had the choice of doing something to make you feel better or not, I think a lot of people, I mean, I think should at least have the choice.
Yeah, and there's so many different, like the peptides are obviously getting big, and then the guy that comes in here, we talk to in the mornings.
Yeah.
Nick?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can't remember what his last name was. But anyway, he just came back from a conference, and what's the conference we just went to?
It was the, God, I can't remember.
Yeah, but anyway, it's where all the people are, the
There it is.
peptides and all the new stuff. But he said there's a new one called Stem Regen,
Yep.
and it's a pill you take, and it's supposed to increase stem cell production in your body. So that's kind of interesting.
So I like to, well, I mean, that kind of,
Biohacking. It was the biohacking conference.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
so, like, well, that we've been changing, we're in the process of changing some things with Elite to be like also taking care of like more wellness and stuff like that, to where we are offering the DNA testing now with the biomarker testing.
So are you selling that to the government for DNA?
No, it just everything we do has to follow HIPAA, so we can't do any of like, it's all just medical. It's all through a doctor.
There we go. I knew we looked it up. Sorry, go to your life expectancy stuff. So if you look from birth, essentially on life expectancy 76 to 78, anyone who makes it to age 20 and beyond, that goes up to 77 to 80. At 30 and beyond, you're 78 to 81. At 40 and beyond, 80 to 82.
Yeah.
And 50 and beyond, 82 to 84. So yeah, so if you make it to 40, you should expect another 40 years.
Yeah, that's a long time. So that's why we do we're doing the DNA testing with the biomarker testing. And the difference is that if you just do biomarkers, like if you just do like ApoB, right? Or if you just do your vitamin D level, vitamin D is an easy one. Like it's February, you get your vitamin D tested and it's low. Okay, is it low because it's February, or is it low because you have a genetic marker that is not allowing you to process vitamin D well, right? It's hard to tell. So when you pair the but some of the DNA testing, if you only do DNA testing, you may not be having the gene expression. For example, I think it's an ACTN3 gene. That's like your strength gene, right? Well, what the guy who was doing who developed this test was at the World Strongman, had DNA for like all the competitors, and half of them didn't have the strength gene.
Weird.
So he's like, well, this doesn't make any sense. So it's one of those things to where, like, if you only have one of them, you're still kind of guessing, right? But the ability to have both gives you as much information as possible. The one we do, obviously, it comes with a full report over like even like food sensitivities, like what you should be doing for exercise based on genetics and biomarkers, supplement recommendations, peptide recommendations. Like it's like a 12-week plan to get you back.
So how are you getting your sampling? Blood or swab?
Finger prick and a cheek swab.
Are you just using your bare hand to cheek swab? Just put your finger in there.
Tongue.
So if you
Don't
order
spit
it,
on me.
if you,
It is the weekend.
spit in my mouth. If you order it, they send you a kit with a label. So they send you a kit to do everything, and then you just put a label back on it and send it back. But then we're also working with working with a doctor, and we can coordinate peptides now too. So we can do.
You're not doing testosterone though.
Actually, I can coordinate testosterone and hormones and stuff too. I'm starting with peptides. The hormones
So you guys switching to like a clinic over here or what?
No, it's all coordination. And it's all going to be like we're going to coordinate like the lab draws. We're going to coordinate the peptides, do all of that. But it's all going to be monitored. It's all monitored by a doctor. I mean, I said that I think we should change our name to Elite Nutrition and Wellness, but we might do something like that. But for me, I want information, right? So like I'm pretty good at figuring out with what you're telling me, okay, what's going on. Like, but sometimes it's like a guess. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, okay, it sounds to me like you have a vitamin D deficiency. But do you have a magnesium deficiency too? Because if you have a magnesium deficiency, you don't process vitamin D well. If you don't process vitamin D well, you don't process, your hormones don't act right. So like where along that chain are we off?
So with the one you're doing, if I go in there and I get your whatever, is there just one test?
Yeah.
And now that's how many things is that going to get me? Is that going to show me my vitamins and minerals? Is it going to show me my free test and all the globulin stuff and all that? Or is
I don't do it. The DNA testing does not have anything to do with hormones. So it does not test your hormones. It's a finger prick. It's going to test your glucose, insulin level, right? Going to test your inflammation. Going to test your cardiovascular predictors, ApoB. It does the ApoB test. It's going to test your recovery and then your like ferritin and vitamin D. So it's not everything that you would need. It's not like 100%, but it gets like 85% of all biomarkers. And then with the 100 SNPs that they're looking with the DNA testing, it pairs together really well. And it's still like in a thing where we can do a finger prick and not like a giant blood draw, you know, where you have to go in and get like 4 or 5 vials to get all of the different stuff. So it's one of those things that it gets us in a really good spot. Plus, like, do you need your cholesterol tested, or you just need really like your ApoB tested? Because like ask ChatGPT, it'll tell you that cholesterol doesn't make a fucking shit bit of difference.
I bet it doesn't use those words.
Actually, it depends on how you have it set up.
Yeah, GPT doesn't swear as much, but my Claude, potty mouth motherfucker.
So I have quit. Like I think so personally. Talking about AI, I think GPT's dead unless Microsoft buys it. Because Microsoft, I think, owns 25% of it. Unless Microsoft takes it as their consumer version of like Copilot, it's dead. Because they don't have the money to compete, and I know they can raise a shit ton of money, but Elon can raise more money like by himself than ChatGPT.
Which one's more accurate?
ChatGPT's is becoming less accurate. To me, it's like it's fading. So when you have a user-only model, so subscription-based model to make money, or that's the only way they make money. I mean, they take funding, right? But that's not profit. That's supposed to be put back into system to build it. So when you only have a subscription-based model, you need your subscribers to be happy, right? So I feel like ChatGPT has really quickly become trying to please you over accuracy.
Yeah.
I think
I think they're
I think they're dead.
They're different things. Like I don't use Grok that much because I find its interface clunky. GPT, I find GPT more beneficial for collaborative stuff where I'm driving the process and I just need its ideas to like how to structure something. So like, for instance, at work, I was trying to come up with some staffing models and I was like, hey, here's all the stuff that I have. I need to figure out how to compare these three things so that I can get this and figure out how many people I need and blah, blah, blah. And it was great for that. I did a better job than Claude. When I want like new information to come in and like more technical analysis, I think Claude blows it out of the water.
I've been using Grok a lot, and I didn't like it at first. But I feel like it's done a really good job. So this is something stupid. I'm not saying it's 100% relevant, but I asked before the NFL draft this last year's NFL draft in April, the day before, I asked ChatGPT, can you predict, like, what do you think the top 10 is going to be, right? And it picked players from the year before. And it had Shedeur Sanders going third. And I said, that was last year, and Shedeur Sanders won the 5th round, right? And I was like, and I tried to reprompt it. I was like, no, for 2026, like the one that's happening tomorrow. It had Arch Manning going number 1. Arch Manning's still playing college football. He's still playing this year, right? It was fucking terrible. And I said, okay, I'm going to help you out. I was like, I don't know why you're so terrible at sports, but I'm going to help you out. Mendoza is going number 1, okay? So start from there. And then it comes back, Carlos Mendoza. Fernando Mendoza's the one. Carlos Mendoza, number 1. That helps. Thank you. And I'm like, you're fucking terrible. But then I go into Grok and I ask it, and Grok actually had it laid out pretty freaking well. Like, at least you could, like, it would say, like, Fernando Mendoza guaranteed 1. Like, number 2, is it Arvell Reese? Or, like, it could be this or this, depending on it, like,
Are you using the free version of all of them, or are you paying for all of them?
I was using the paid version of ChatGPT and Grok. I just canceled ChatGPT.
I just like chat for the different illustration stuff I can do, and then I just ask it simpleton things.
Yeah, it just became like, it's just not.
It's definitely not.
Like I ask it how great I am, things like that.
Yeah.
Like Claude has, I think, surpassed. I haven't used Grok a lot. If you're using it and having better success, I might go back to it. But I didn't really like it.
So I had to learn it just a little bit, understanding that it does pull from Twitter too, right? So when you're going to pull from Twitter, right, which is fine because it has updated quick information.
Yeah.
But like, since it does use X as part.
I think chat uses Reddit all the time, which Reddit's not always the most elite place to get information from either.
And for some of the things, like, it's okay to use Wikipedia if you also verify. Right? It's okay to use X if you also verify. It's okay to use Reddit if you also verify. There's some like very interesting topics that you're not going to get mainstream information on, like going through, but like the like facts within the post, you can also verify to see if they're right or not.
Yeah.
And that's where I think Grok has been doing a good job. You know which one's fucking scary?
Gemini.
Mythos.
Methamphetamines?
Dude, Mythos. Like, look up Mythos. Like, they put Mythos in a sandbox. Okay, this is one by Anthropic. Now, don't worry. This isn't available to the public. It's only available to the, like, government and the 12 or 15 companies that you probably wouldn't want to have it. But they put Mythos in a sandbox, and they're like, basically like, hey, get out of here. And if you do, send me an email. The guy like went to lunch, eating a sandwich, gets an email, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like, what? So it found, you'll have to look at the actual thing, but it's not Linux, but it's another Linux type software. Okay. Which one is it? It's like 3 letters. Starts with the A maybe. But it exploited this like 26, 27-year-old like flaw in their software, right? That has been audited by humans, computers, everything else. And it was like a couple hanging characters off of this one line of code that was there that it exposed to get out. So much so that this whole company had to do a nationwide like 0-day patch to fix it because every one of their systems was now exposed. And it has like a 73% hack rate on all software it's tried to go after. Now, it can only be used defensively. So,
Well, Linux and all that was always like an open-based thing anyway.
yeah, but there was a vulnerability that's been around for like almost 3 decades that no one caught, and it was out in like minutes basically. So it can only be used defensively. So, but we've all played sports, right? How do you test your defense? With offense, right? Like, good luck playing defense in anything without offense. Good luck practicing basketball defense or football defense or anything else if there's not an offense running. So yes, they're using it for defensive purposes, but they're going to have to run at that bitch on offense to see what it can do. Mm-hmm. And like look at the companies that are, it's like Apple, Google, Microsoft, I don't know, like JP Morgan, like Northrop Grumman, like it's just like you list the companies that have access to Mythos and you're like, oh great, what could possibly go wrong?
I like how you said, how did your buddy?
Yeah. I was just asking, like, hey, how did your buddy Mythos escape the sandbox the other day? And it's like, well, technically Mythos didn't escape the sandbox. I'm like, bullshit. All right. Semantics, jerk.
Yeah. What vulnerability did it utilize to get out?
Yeah. Oh, hey. Too many words. Shorten that up. Anthropic accidentally leaked internal docs in Mark, revealing Mythos existed. Then during a safety testing, Mythos escaped controlled sandbox, got on the internet, and emailed the researcher supervising the test.
Yeah.
Unprompted.
Yeah. Unprompted. Yeah. Sorry, Dad.
Yep. It also found 0-day
vulnerability.
Oh, come on, man. Can't be using that. In every major operating system and browser, reproducing exploits on first attempts 83% of the time.
Yeah, it's freaking wild. Like, it's wild. Now, ask who has access to this. It's the government, which is already not good. And then, like, the top, 12 to, 20 tech companies.
12 founding partners. Microsoft, Apple, Google, CrowdStrike, plus 40 additional organizations through Project whatever. How about the government?
Was it all focused on defense security? So probably that's why the government work.
It says working. Searching the web. Not formally, not yet. Anthropic plans to work with the U.S. government and allied governments to expand Project Glasswing, which, okay, they're going to have it.
Yeah.
Many senior officials were caught off guard.
Okay, so... All right, so this gets you in a whole nother level. Okay, so if you want to crack the blockchain for let's say Bitcoin, they think they need quantum computing to be able to break that. Okay, and you have to have so many 5 million qubits running or something like that at a time, and they're at 10,000, which means they're probably at 1 million to be able to do it, and it would take about 24 hours. The problem is with Mythos, do you know how much stuff is in between blockchain and the user? You have verification tokens, right? You have apps, and you have all this shit in between. All that stuff is exposed with Mythos. You don't even need the fucking blockchain. I can take the blockchain out in 20 different ways on the way to it.
And I told you that a long time ago. Blockchain, there's nothing that's unhackable.
Okay. But here's my other thing. Anyone who says that, well, Bitcoin isn't worth anything because it's well, I'm just saying, if they get into Bitcoin, you know what else they got into? U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo, everyone fucking else. It doesn't matter.
That's why you keep guns and cash.
Vodka and cigarettes along with those. Because I've watched enough zombie movies to know that everyone needs vodka and cigarettes.
Yeah,
right?
Well, that's why I said for everyone. Everybody's like, you can't hack a blockchain. Everything is hackable.
Well, it's not hackable yet.
But
everything will be hackable. The only thing is, you're okay, well, if we can use quantum computing to hack it, can we have quantum computing
and that's
to
not what you have to worry
encrypt
about.
it?
It's when somebody hacks the stock market. and gets in and starts
Well,
moving.
they already hacked the stock market.
But
They
I mean, you get
manipulated
somebody in there
it.
that starts like moving shares and taking shares and doing different things with stuff, and it'll shut it down. The day they have to shut the stock market down because it's being hacked and has to go to like paper, that's a bad day. Because the world economy rolls off the stock market.
So Tom and I were talking about this, and I disagreed with him. But then, like,
Shocker.
yeah. Well, Tom and I agree on a lot, but I kind of disagreed with him on. I mean, I still disagree in principle. The only our country's insolvent within a decade. Like our debt's going up too fast. The interest we pay at our debt's going up too fast. It's outpacing GDP. There is just there's no way out of it. Except the only way out of it is a scary way out of it. And this is what Elon said. We have to grow our way out of it. Mm-hmm. We have to grow our way out of it with tech, right? So tech has to be the tech boom that we had in the 90s, right? We need to have another tech boom in this country. Now, where's the tech boom coming? AI, data centers, all that shit. So it's like one of those things to where our only way out of it is to completely embrace the thing that we're trying to corral and keep from taking over.
Well, but I think also energy is going to be a big part of that because you have to be able to run these.
Yeah, they're just going to have to.
Forms.
They're just going to have to get off their ass and just let nuclear happen. They're just going to have to fucking stop.
Well, I know, but up until then, you know what I mean? So whoever can control the energy system is going to have a good head start.
Yeah, it's just putting nuclear.
This whole like Strait of Hormuz thing, like shutting oil down that gets like supplies like China and a lot of these places. Well, if you don't have the energy,
Can you ask a question of that? How much oil does the U.S. use that comes from the U.S. and how much is imported? Because I don't think we use our own.
so I've had this conspiracy theory for years, is that you just bleed every other country dry and then you hold all the oil.
I don't think we can use our own.
We can't refine. If I recall,
Well, we have some. So somebody told me that we've talked about that, and I have a client who works in gas trading, and we do have old refineries here. They just can't produce as much.
Yeah,
What we need. We do have refineries here that can refine it into gas, but just not enough at this point. You know what I mean?
Well,
And they're all older, like 40, 50-year-old refineries.
But yes, and I don't think it can get gas to the purity level that we use.
Yeah. But as far as the raw petroleum, I think the idea is we just bleed people dry and then we hold all the petroleum.
Yeah, I just don't know if you can't refine it. It doesn't matter.
Well, that's where you can probably arrange deals. You refine it, we'll give it to you at this price to supply you, but you refine ours for this amount.
Yeah, it's a pretty dangerous game.
I mean, it all is.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the fact that people think that driving an electric car is actually saving the environment. It's just as dumb as that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's a coal power plant that's running. Which we also have some of the best coal in the world up in Montana and Wyoming.
Yep.
Like the cleanest burning.
And I think it's just like in Tennessee and Kentucky.
Yeah, but it's like, I think, like Josh.
Yeah.
Well, I think he said it's up in Montana, like some of the cleanest burning and like purest burning coal.
We're the cleanest energy country in the world. That's major.
But yeah, I think that some of that Strait of Hormuz stuff is you can kind of take control of the energies.
Yeah, but like once again,
because if, like they said, if Iran has to shut down their wells, restarting those apparently is not cool.
Yeah.
right? But aren't they? They're just dumping a bunch of it rather than shut it down. They're just going to dump it because it's cheaper to dump it and let it go out and waste it than to cap them and try.
So
to
we just
back
dump
up.
that in the ocean?
Yeah,
Whatever the fuck they want.
yeah. They're just dumping it in the water.
Cool.
We don't care where anyone does anything environmental in the world besides if we do it.
Yeah.
So I think this needs a little bit refinement, but in 2024, U.S. production was 13.3 million barrels per day
Of oil?
of oil. Domestic consumption was roughly 19 to 20 million barrels. Exports were 11 million barrels, and imports were 8.4 million.
So we import less than we export.
Yes. I just know that there's some, like, it's, even though we produce a lot of our stuff, we still export and we import. So we're not completely isolated.
No, but I mean,
So
if we're really
or completely self-sufficient, because if we're still 6 billion short, 5 to 6 billion short on a daily
million.
usage.
It was a million or billion? It was million, wasn't it?
yeah,
Million, not billion.
this is million per day.
Did I say billion?
Yeah, you said billion.
Oh, I meant million.
This is millions of barrels per day.
Yeah, but if our usage is, if we're producing 11 and we're using 18 or whatever it said.
So we produce 13. We produce 13, use 20.
Okay, so we're 7 short.
And we import 11 and export 8.
Yeah, that math doesn't add. But
Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah, that's. Go home,
That-
Brock. You're drunk.
that math ain't mathin'.
But I don't know how we got way over here from the enhanced games. But really took a turn.
Well, that's the way good conversation goes, Brett. At least in my scattered ADD brain.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But-
so 70% of refining capacity is designed right now for what they call heavy sour crude,
Yeah.
which comes from overseas. We do mostly shale, which we cannot refine and produce as effectively.
I don't know why we wouldn't invest in refineries.
Same reason we don't invest in nuclear.
It's cheaper.
Dummies.
It's cheaper to just have other people who already have the capacity and infrastructure built out.
But here he's just talking about being self-sufficient that way.
Right, that's a different game.
So it is a different game, but okay, if you are just in general, if you are self-sufficient, you are now in charge. Right? Long term, you always save money.
Long term, yes.
Long term, you always save money. Well, what game are we playing? This is a fucking country. Like, we shouldn't be playing short term games.
Dude, we should just ask some of
do.
those fucking up in Minnesota, some of those Somalis if we can borrow some money. Get a refinery going.
Can we get some Somali daycare money, please?
Can we borrow some money from that?
What about that one chick? Was she also from Minnesota? She was like it was supposed to feed underprivileged kids during COVID or something. Some white chick, but like $250 million.
Yeah.
Or like the amount, like look up how many hospice facilities are in like LA County.
Yeah.
It's like more than the rest of the country.
Yeah, I was going to ask them one of those Leering centers if I can borrow
Yeah. I love Leering centers.
couple bills so we can get a refinery going.
And that Leering Center wasn't just in Minnesota. They was like in Texas and
It's
other places.
It's a franchise. Okay?
Yeah.
Franchising this bad boy.
Like, how did you all spell this wrong?
Well, it's probably a family thing. It's like Thai restaurants. It's like one family owns like 10 Thai restaurants with different names, and you're like, God, this one's so much better than the other one. It's like same
Same
people.
fucking food, same shit.
Like, I'm pretty sure like
Abelardo's.
Alvarado's and
Still wrong, but okay.
and Lena's are the same.
No, Lena's has that burrito especial with the fucking shrimp and a French fry. in
They
it.
have the same pictures in their menu.
Well, dude, so when Matt and I were out,
They all use the same clip art.
well, it's like when Matt and I were out in Ohio with Dave. We go to lunch and we go to this Mexican restaurant. He goes, dude, they're all the same. It's the same cookbook. It's all the same, just a different name.
Yeah,
No matter where you go, the only thing that changes it is the salsa.
yeah.
Some of it's thicker, some of it's more like watery.
Yeah.
But
I
it's,
mean,
it's the same shit with a different name on it.
No matter where I go, I just get a carne asada burrito, so it doesn't really matter.
Then the only thing I think that changes though is the quality of stuff they use.
Yeah,
But yeah, he goes, same cookbook.
yeah. And like De Leon's, I think De Leon's Lena's in Alvarado, whatever the hell the name is.
Abelardo's.
Abelardo's. Did I say it right that time?
Yeah, I think so.
There we go. Are all like just the same.
And it's fine. It's like American food. I mean, you go how many different places and it's all hamburgers. It's just different.
Yeah.
You know, every like whatever you want to call culture of food or nationality of food, it's all the same shit. Just
Yeah.
it's like quality of ingredient they use.
I do like Thai food.
Sawin is so good.
I like Salween. Drunken noodles.
Super good.
Combo noodles.
Red Lotus is good. Have you tried Red Lotus? 72nd and 370. It's like an infusion Thai, but it's super good.
It's too far away.
Yeah, that's way too far away.
Well, I was just asking. Well, you're here right now,
Yeah, but I'm not hungry.
dude. Ming's. That's where that shooting started last night. Was at Ming's.
Really?
Yes, out in the
Fuck
parking
that
lot.
guy then. Yeah,
Dude, Ming's has some of the best peanut butter chicken ever.
That place has been around for a hot minute.
Yeah, I used to go there when I worked at 24 Hour Fitness. I think it was 592. I think it was 592
That
2390
was
was the
there
phone
back
number.
in the old late 1900s too.
Yeah.
The summer shootings have started. Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Then it ended up at Home
Depot guy crashed into like that pallet.
I was reading the thing, and it said he like headed south and then east from there, and I'm like, well, how the hell do you end up at Home Depot? Because that's west of where Mings is at.
Yeah.
And they tried to drive into the building, but I don't know if he had already been shot at that point.
I don't know.
I saw a video of a guy, he's like riding his bike and he's like coming up on it, and then he hears gunshots and he's like, fuck that, and he turns around the other way. But also, like Cameron said, what are you doing riding your bike up on a police scene?
Well, and then what I always want to know, it's like when you get these videos, like what prompted you to have your phone out? Like, you know what I mean? You're just like walking down the street and then all of a sudden you see something.
Well,
I'm
the
like,
one dude is standing at Home Depot as the
Yeah.
car's coming at him.
Oh.
And then he gets out of the way.
Having been on a number of emergency scenes, the amount of people that just show up and just record.
No,
Blows my mind.
When someone just catches something out of like nowhere.
Oh, yeah. Why do you have a camera on?
Oh,
Like why is your
yeah.
camera on? Like,
Yeah.
do you just walk around with your camera on
Well, I
all
bet
the
people,
time?
just are like doing whatever, and they're like, "Oh, I hear a sound, boop on."
But you just like catch the most random shit. That's why I think everything's just like staged.
Just living in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
100%. This is a simulation.
Yeah, it was. And
there's
also,
a better chance of this being a simulation than not.
And also, the odds of
far.
you winning a shootout with police is not great. As a single shooter, it's not a good.
Well, I don't know. I mean, our skills are getting pretty good.
They
these
are,
days.
but the odds are
As
not
long as
in
they
your
have a
favor.
black pasty in the middle of them, like I feel
Yeah.
pretty confident.
Yeah, the odds are not forever in your favor.
No,
I loved your video when you just couldn't get that little one.
the little tombstone in
He
the back.
was so
That
pissed.
thing was fucking brutal in the back.
Dude,
there.
the best run I had the whole day, I didn't even record. I ran through that one.
Oh, yeah.
And the plate rack, and I just like cleared them, and then I was like, didn't record it.
Yeah. So it didn't happen.
No, it didn't. Yeah.
Nope.
No,
Except Matt and I knew it happened. That was it.
didn't
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can just like hear on the recording, like this motherfucker.
Well, and you can like see as you're going, and like you think you hit it, and so like you shoot, and you start to transition, and you're like, "Fuck!" Do it again. Fuck.
And I don't know. I didn't go up to like. I obviously walked right up by that plate rack when we were resetting them, but I couldn't tell you the size. But that little one to the first one is dramatically smaller.
The end one is probably pop can size.
Yeah.
That last tombstone.
So yeah, anybody out there is like, yeah, that's shooting with 9mm at fucking
Oh,
like.
I wasn't making fun of you missing it.
No, I know,
just
but I was
thought-
like,
I was laughing a lot.
No, I just thought I thought your reaction was funny. Like,
I like that he runs through it and gets to the last steel target. Click. Fuck.
oh, that one sucked too. Had to reload for one target.
yeah,
And even the guy running the timer for me was like, fuck, that sucks.
Yeah.
that fucking tombstone.
But dude, I tell you what, like running, we only did 2-gun, but like that was pretty fucking fun.
Yeah, I like it because like apparently like the accuracy isn't that important as long as you get on paper
Yeah, you just go fast.
with the rifle and stuff like that. And that was the first time I'd ever shot that 45 setup like that.
Yeah, with a 45 like iron sights off to the side.
Yeah. So and that was the first time, and I haven't shot that AR
I do.
since your place.
That's how my AR is set up. I have the optic on top and then the offset 45s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I do need to put a cover on that suppressor though. There's a bunch of melted carpet on the end of it.
oh yeah, Matt just whips out a suppressor and starts running. I was like, damn, I forgot he had that.
That's
But it'd be fun to do that down there when we go. But like, I don't have access to the fucking shed with them barrels. Like, we're not in the know. We're not like Colin.
not
Like,
yet.
Colin's
he
like,
had 4 stickers on the back of his ID. You only had 2.
yeah. And Matt just keeps.
And I still don't have one yet.
Matt's paid for like 4 years of membership at this point because he hasn't joined yet. Because I can take a guest for like $10.
Yeah.
And that's like every Friday we go down there, usually. So
Yeah.
So to join Eastern Nebraska is like after you get going, it's $120 initiation. That's
Yeah.
like $150 a year after that. So Matt has gone down there
At
probably
least 20 times.
20. Yeah. It just pays $10 every time.
And I have the paperwork, like it's filled out. It's probably on this computer, I think, or it's on my work one, but like it's all filled out. I just need to email it to them.
Why don't you just do
I
that?
haven't gotten around to that one.
You literally you do that, and then they tell you to come down to like the Shriners down here, and you sit through like a little rules
Yeah.
meeting. It's like no one talks. It's like being in church. They talk, no one talks. If they say any questions, I just want to fucking because I want to get out of there. You're in there for like an hour, and they just print out your ID, you pay them, and you leave, and then you have a membership.
They might be able to waive the class since you've been there 20 times.
It is. You know what?
Hey, Matt, welcome back.
I was there like years back, and it's a lot different than it was then. It's super nice. I mean, it's well ran down there. From at least the part that I noticed is just a whatever. I go down there. They're adding two more pistol bays. Well, they replaced the one and made it bigger and added another one.
Yeah, those would be cool. Those are big.
They do a good job down there. I mean,
I was surprised that so we went down Monday morning.
oh, dude, we were there. Okay, so you can get in. So their regular hours that are staffed are like 7 on if there's a RO down there. Otherwise, if you're a member, you have the gate code. And you can go in, but you can't shoot until 7. And then you can't shoot past dark. Mm-hmm. And yeah, what time we got there?
There was a guy who was.
You said you got there at 6:50 and it was already like half full.
Yeah, there was a guy who got there at 6 because he wanted one of the bays down on the bottom.
The one that we were trying to get.
Yeah. He got
So-
the big bay 5.
Yeah, we were trying to get, Colin wanted to get 5, 6, or 7, and they were all gone. And then there was a guy who sat in the parking lot and waited for that other guy to get done shooting.
He sat in there for at least 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, because we got there. I met Colin at the gate at like 6:50. And then he went in, and then he texted me, and he was like, dude, we got to go to this other one, because I had to wait for Matt, because he's not a member.
Nope.
I had to let him in. But yeah, Eastern Nebraska, if anyone wants a good like little range, I'll plug. I mean, it's a pretty good little setup down there.
Yeah.
And Matt and I always try to go like at odd times. Like usually we'll go like Friday afternoons when it's not busy. And once you have your bay, and that's the thing too, is you go to an indoor range, you're going to pay per half hour. You can, dude, we could take that bay. I could bring like a grill down there. Actually, I don't know if I can, but you can be there all day. Mm-hmm. Like usually we're down there for 2-3 hours, maybe 4. I was down there for 4 on Monday, and that's as long as you're in there, you can have as long as you want it. So, but yeah.
I mean, you're not paying for it in dollars to them, but you definitely pay for it in brass.
Oh, yeah.
Now we did wise up when we got in with Lane and did like a bulk order for.
But if you start shooting 3 gun,
Just the cost in guns is crazy.
well, yeah, I mean that, but just the ammo, like, so what, 9 mil round is what we got them for like 19-20 cents a piece. Mm-hmm. Your 5.56 is probably 50 cents a piece.
Yeah, I don't even know.
And then
That's
your
just
shotgun
shit I had in my
round.
house still.
Yeah, but your shotgun rounds, I don't know, are probably at least the same.
And then those guys are all running like each gun's like $5,000 shotgun,
Oh yeah, they're good.
probably $5,000
Ridiculous.
rifle, and probably at least a $2,500 to $3,000 handgun, and then all the accessories. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's like 15 grand
Yeah,
just rolling up.
It was fun.
Yeah. So
I wish there was one out west.
it's not that far from your house to go there. Eastern,
Where's it at?
Go in your backyard.
it's by Louisville. It's just east of Louisville.
No. So it's 35 minutes.
Yeah, Matt comes from
Same.
fucking Sioux City.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, he's
I got a
on-
But we come
lunch
from here
here.
usually on Friday, and then we eat at Panda, and then we go.
Got to fuel up.
Dude,
Hey,
Panda,
dude, we moved down there. That's exercise.
Panda is good.
Panda's so good. And every
I mean,
time I'm in there, I look at Matt, and I go, I don't know why I don't have a rewards card yet. Because it's on like the pop
Same
machine.
reason I haven't turned in my membership stuff.
Fuck.
Yeah, you probably have. You know how many free meals you would have had?
Yeah,
Oh,
totally.
man. Probably a lot.
All the free meals.
I think you just have to put your fucking phone number in.
I think
dog.
so.
I'm like on the pop machine. I'm like, oh, man, we should really do that. Yeah.
But it's always after.
Yeah, it's always already
And
done.
they don't ask you, like at the register. Most of the time, they're like, hey, do you have a rewards
Just
member?
download the app.
All right. Well, we kind of covered a lot of things there, but
A little random.
that's all right, though.
You're welcome.
Yeah. All right. Well, we appreciate you listening. Like, subscribe, share, follow. We'll see you guys next time.